In this lecture, you will get a high-level understanding of what relational and non-relational databases are, when and why we use each one of them, and some of the use cases where we can use these databases. Think about your phone contacts. You store names, phone numbers, and maybe sometimes emails. How would you prefer to have your contacts saved? You want it in the form of rows and columns, or more flexibly like nodes without any proper structure. A relational database organizes data into tables in the form of rows and columns. Here, if you look into this table, we have our contact details saved in the form of rows and columns. Each row will hold the contact detail of a specific person. Each table holds the information about specific entity, like customers, products, orders, etc. Tables can be linked together using relationships. Suppose you want to have the customer contact details. You can refer to the phone number table to get his contact information. So these two tables are related to each other with certain relationships, and we call these relationships as keys. And that's a host of relational databases available in the market. We have PostgreSQL, Oracle DB, SQL Server, MySQL, SQLite, IBM DB2, Amazon Aura, MariaDB, and we can go on listing. And in this course, we are going to make use of PostgreSQL, which is an easy to use relational database and is used by some of the techno giants. Non-relational databases, sometimes called as NoSQL databases, store data in a flexible format, and it does not follow any rigid table structure. Data can be stored in the form of documents. In this format, data is stored in the form of JSON documents rather than traditional relational databases with rows and columns. Key value store. Here the database stores data in the form of key value pairs. The graph store databases store and manage data as a network of interconnected nodes and edges representing entities and their relationships. And we also have wide column stores, and it uses tables, rows and columns, but unlike the relational database, the names and formats of the columns can vary from row to row in the same table. A wide column store can be interpreted as a two-dimensional key value store. Some of the most widely used non-relational databases are MongoDB, Redis, Cassandra, Neo4j. MongoDB follows the JSON structure. Redis stores the value in the form of key value pairs. Cassandra uses the wide column store option. Neo4j uses the interconnected nodes and edges to store data. Think of a notepad as a real-world analogy. You can write anything freely: name, phone number, notes, photos, without any strict format. This is how non-relational databases store the data. Let's have a quick and high-level comparison between the relational and non-relational databases. Relational databases store the data in the form of rows and columns, whereas non-relational database, it's flexible. It can be a key value pair, it can be in the form of JSON document, and so on. Relational database has got a fixed schema. The non-relational database, it is flexible and dynamic. Relationship between entities are very strong in relational database. In non-relational databases, we cannot expect to have strong relationships. They are weak or embedded into each other. Relational database follow a vertical scaling, and whereas non-relational database follows a horizontal scaling. When you think of robust applications like banking, e-commerce, or any structured application, we go for relational databases. And when you go for any kind of unstructured data, like streams of data you receive from IoT, big data for analysis, social media information, all these kind of data can be managed with non-relational databases. So to summarize, if you want to have your data ordered, structured, and have a strong relationship, then go for relational databases. On the other hand, if you need flexibility, massive scaling, or unstructured data handling, then go for non-relational databases. And in this course, we will be dealing with the relational databases using PostgreSQL. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. I would love to hear from you, your thought on this tutorial. Please leave your comments at the bottom. Please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you for watching and see you again soon.